In February, I witnessed something pretty devastating I've never seen in my life. And he had a seizure right in front of me. I really didn't know how to react to it because it was just me, him, and a few other people, and it was unexpected. What scared me was it looked like he was dying right in front of me. I saw his jaw dislocate as he was seizing, and so I decided to write a poem based on that experience. And usually it takes me about a few days to complete a poem, but this poem took me about 10 minutes because I had a lot on my mind. So this is dedicated to him, and I decided to take this poem and write out my feelings and help myself as far as getting closer to God. So y'all are actually the first to hear this newest piece, and it's a work in progress. So bear with me.
Amen.
Amen.
Lord, forgive me, for I have looked your blessings in the face and went back on my word like there was a delete button to life. I sleep light with a gut feeling of guilt in my mind. I felt the face of death smile down on me as I slept next to his cousin. He walked around me and shook my alliance to colors of war and destruction. I jump like my knees are in my mind. My brain pulses, oozing conclusions on why and how. I look at this battlefield that almost took my life. My soldier gets wounded on a sneak attack, and the rest of us jump up to kill the rest of the oncoming enemy. I feel my heart speak to my mind, saying, what will it take? God, help my spirit to rise like the sun you provide in the morning time. Let my right state of mind never leave your side. Forgive me for going down the ladder that was supposed to be used to get closer to you. Yes, Lord. Like epileptic seizures, shake me in the spirit so well that I get lost. Lost in finding my words, and then I find myself getting closer to you. Like roaches, we are scattered through this room, through beds and through floors when there should be prayer, picking the pieces of our lost minds off the grounds of sin. Dear Lord, watch over the one who does so much but receives the opposite amount of credit. I sit close to the door just to hear if the heart is beating. I look at both peepholes just to see if the eyes roll to the back of its head. And I look at the handle just to see if he wants me to greet him with the handshake out of his life. I call 911. What is the address of your mind right now? Ma'am, I do not know. Have you been breathing? Ma'am, I do not think so. If you start to seize again, turn to your side and make sure that you breathe. So I turn to God and I ask him to refill my air tank because it is empty and I'm struggling, shaking. Spit leaks out of my mouth as a symbol of releasing a sense of pain. They say you can't remember having a seizure after it happens. But the effects of these epileptic thoughts bring back memories of fear and an unfortunate event. And with only one contact in my eye, tears roll down more and more through the clear side because it hurts my heart to view the colors of life change on the face of the innocent. I call the paramedics. As I wait for them, I pray the warmest prayer on the coldest morning. Worrying about the mess that was made, I clean up mine. Out of the elevator and onto the stretcher. This location is twisted and turned, and words into the air the way bombs into Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and Pearl Harbor. This is a war within our own world, and I express it the best way I can, which is through these weapons of words. I wipe the residue of tears from my heart, and I take time to express these epileptic thoughts. Save me from being shook up in the mix of self-destruction. I want to be closer to you. Closer than a follicle of hair next to the scalp of love. Closer than a leaf on the branch of peace. Closer than the sun and the brightness of joy. And closer than hard work on the mines of hope. Lord, you know my heart better than I do. But these epileptic thoughts express how much I want my heart to know you better. And I know that life experiences are study guides to life's test. And by the time of my final exam, I want to know that I learned all that I needed to know. That I will pass with flying colors, knowing that my professor is proud of me, that I can move on.
Amen.